Well, thank you very much. First of all, I'd like to thank the Yuba Sutter Chamber of Commerce and the Field Democrat for having this forum. I think it's a good open forum to listen to other candidates and hear their views, and obviously for you to engage them and ask questions of each and every one of them and how they feel on certain issues. I want to tell you a little bit about myself before I start. First of all, I am Jim Whiteaker. I am born and raised right here in Sutter County, and attended public schools here. Later on, went on to Yuba College, and then attended Chico State, where I got my master's in physical education as well as a minor in history. Upon doing that, I came back here, and I've been teaching at Yuba City High School for the last 23 years. And so I feel that I'm truly blessed because I have two great jobs that I'd like going to. One as a school teacher at Yuba City High School, and secondly as my job as a Sutter County Supervisor. So I also want to make sure that I recognize that my mom and dad here are Roy and Gladys Whiteaker, and as well as you know that my father was as a sheriff, Sutter County Sheriff, for over 20 years, and so that's where I get my service to the community. I'd also like to state that I have four children actually. I'm sorry, 4 children now. 4 children. My oldest son Tim is currently going through the Yuba College Academy, Police Academy, and she'll be becoming hopefully a sheriff or a police officer fairly soon. My youngest son Brett Whiteaker is in the United States Army, serving his country and currently stationed in South Korea. And then my daughter is Alexis is establishing residency in Texas and planning on going to Baylor University, hopefully. Let's keep our fingers crossed on that one. And then also my youngest daughter is 10 months old, and she has no plans right now. Yeah. So a lot of different issues that affect Sutter County that are currently going on right here in this region. And I'd like to first tell you that, you know, levee protection is always going to be our first and foremost priority. Making sure our levees are secure and making sure that we have ample funding that all the way down to the alignment with our SBUCA, which is our Sutter Buttes Flood Control Agency, that we're partnering up with Butte County, and making sure that we're working together, whether we're in the federal government or we're in the state government, obtaining funding for secured levees. But the reason I have a pre-supervisor, Supervisor Gallagher, and all 3 of them were working on that issue. So for me to work on it was kind of overkill. So I tend to put my energy and resources to public safety. Obviously, coming from a law enforcement family, I know the importance of having ample deputy sheriffs in our community, as well as fire protection. So that's where I put my time and resource, making sure that I work closely with the sheriff of Sutter County and making sure that, you know, that we are filling deputy positions and also working with our fire department that they're up on all the new technology and that we're not extrapolating with funding and that they have ample funding to secure those positions. Secondly, I like to say that I also like to work on economic development. And I will tell you, I see that we have a director of the Yuba Sutter Chamber of Commerce, Ricky Schaefer, and I'm a big supporter of Ricky Schaefer. All right, I think she's done a great job as our director, and that she's you know, trying to promote businesses and the current businesses that are in this community. But she's also working with our Economic Development Corporation, Brenda Stranix, as well, to make sure that, you know, that we are doing everything we can to recruit jobs in this community. And so if you ever get a chance, you know, make sure you thank her because she's a very hardworking person. And both Brenda Stranix and Rick Schaefer are very hardworking people that are trying to promote business in this community. And when you look at business in this community, I will tell you that, you know, at one time we could hang our hat on Cisco's. You know, Cisco Foods came in about, I want to say 19 years ago, 20 years ago, and that was our biggest claim to fame, is like, hey, we brought Cisco's in. Well, if you look at that position, if you look at that site, from the time that it was introduced and the time that it finished, that took about 7.5 months to complete. That current project today would take 2.5 years. all right? And you're trying to get all the red tape. So if you ask businesses to relocate here to Sutter County and you show them a piece of property that might suffice their needs, and you say, hey, what do you think about this site? And they say, yeah, I like it. Well, just wait 2.5 years and I got to get to the Planning Commission, to the Board of Supervisors, got to get to all the red tape, and then I got to get the Caltrans and make sure we get all their approval. Well, businesses don't wait that long, you know. Businesses want to get in and they want it shovel ready to go. So one of the things that we looked at when we did our general plan update, and some of you people might have been involved in it because we had a lot of people from the business community involved in it, as well as the Farm Bureau. Now we looked at the Highway 99 corridor and see how we can open it up. So we opened it up to a lot of commercial industrial sites and zoning. And that way, like if businesses do want to locate, they have that zoning already available to them. And one of the biggest things is I wanted to take the supervisors out of the equation. So that way we had land set aside along those highways and ready to go. And that's where businesses generally want to relocate is off the highways. Third thing that we're looking at also in this county is our strategic plan. And I will say that on the direction of Supervisor Flores, he came up with trying to get us to look at what is our vision and our mission for this county. And so we have been involved in several meetings. We work with our CSAC representative down in Sacramento, and he has given us plenty of time to come together with our department heads and meet and come up with a vision so that we can actively recruit other positions that we're looking at, such as our CEO, our HR person, and I see my time is coming up. So I will end it with that, but I will tell you that I am Sutter County Supervisor Jim Whiteaker. I truly love serving this community, and like I said, I'm truly blessed to be running unopposed. Thank you, and thank you for each and every one of you for being here tonight.